Oh no, not that. All right, hang on. Just draw the curtains. Alexa, room light 50%. Right. Oh, bit out, innit? It's a little bit out. Try and get in the middle. So, do you want a camera? That's the first question. Just going to adjust this up slightly. Every time I adjust it, so we'll try that. So I don't know how this is going to go. So yeah, we're starting at 3. So this is just getting ready. Right, I might do a circle at some point, or I'm not quite sure. But I want to do a bigger screen for the minute, because I would like to, just show you something. So just before we start, let me just. Although I don't think I can adjust the size of it on there. No, I can't. Okay. So hopefully you can hear me all right. But yeah, before we start, I'll show you this. I mean, all right, the camera's not the greatest in the world, but this is big. This is a biggie. It's bigger than my head, which is small. So it's a big one. Tremor Tusk. Hello, Ghost. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're going to enjoy a ride in Forbidden West. So, just show this before we start. So, let me just show that. I mean, all right, the light's not good. Alexa, room light 100%. So, yeah, so I've got the collector's edition. So, I've got a few digital extras. Which are in-game apparently, which I don't know, I might have to unlock them, I'm not sure, but the box is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely covered in art, with just on the top, very top of it, it's got Horizon Forbidden West. The rest of it, I could open that whole thing out and put it on a wall or something, because it all neatly, each side adds on to the other one. So I tried a camera on the first stream. I don't know whether I'll keep it. I'll let you people decide that watch whether they want the camera or not. It's entirely up to you. It's very difficult to place it on this game, unfortunately. So first of all, I'm going to show you the recap movie at the beginning. So you may not know the whole Horizon Zero Dawn story. This is just a quick recap of what we've done in the first. For those of you who got, so that you got some idea what we're carrying on from, okay?
Through a lifetime spent in the pursuit of knowledge.
And howdy, partners!
How did our world come to be? The old ones perished 1,000 years ago, triggering the extinction of all life.
So howdy, Ghost.
Showed me how it was reborn. A little outcast girl, ignorant of her own importance. Through her, I learned that life was only saved through a technological miracle. Zero Dawn. A terraforming system composed of 9 subordinate functions, each playing its part to reshape Earth from a barren rock to a lush
So I'm just getting the live stream up.
Tended and protected by the machine.
Just to let me know, my computer's at 51% and I can hear you like you are far away in the room.
And with her,
yeah, I'm having trouble getting the sound right.
the secret
I'm going to move the camera actually because I couldn't read all of your text there. So just to let you know, my camera's at 51%. I can hear you, but it's like you're far from the mic. Okay, right. Let me bring the mic in. I did move it away because I thought I was too loud. I noticed overall the sound seemed to be a little bit lower, and I've got it on 100% almost. So yeah, at the end of the game, we shut down Hades.
But as useful as she has been, now I must leave.
Yeah, shady character. He helps you through the, but he's only out for what he can get out of discoveries. And at the very end of the last one,
destruction and opportunity.
Yeah, he took what was left. So that's a little bit worrying. I've just put up the replay of my complete replay of the end of the game, the last mission where I go through and do the final sequence on my New Game Plus. So I've just done that, and that will be going up soon on the Horizon Zero Dawn one. Okay, right. So I've done a little run around, as I know. Shady characters are always like that. Yeah. Okay. Right. First of all, I'm just going to move the camera because wherever I put it is kind of in the way. So I may actually have to get rid of it. So let me just quickly move it a minute, Ghost, because it's just covering up your text just a little bit. So I don't want to do that. So on top right, I do believe. So let's do that. It didn't go. Hang on. Sorry about this. Sorry, I got this is a bad start. So I'm going to put it up there instead. Okay, right. Okay, so I've had a little run just to kind of get a feel because some of the systems have changed. I turned the sound out actually on my tablet because you don't want to hear no echo. Just to have a feel of it, run around, just have a look and get some idea of the mechanics because they have added a lot of mechanics and things are done slightly differently. So yeah, I'm just trying to get used to that. So let's start new game. Here we go. I'm going to do it on normal because I died a couple of times on hard. And I'm going to do it guided because I do like the help because I don't want to waste your time. If I do explore, I'll probably take longer to do things. So we'll go on that. So yeah, if the sound's not loud, I've got it nearly full 100%. And it's not as loud as I would like. So we'll see. So if it sounds okay now, please let me know. And welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. And they have improved every single area of the game. Graphically, AI, the machines, there's new machines as well. The quality of the visuals, everything is absolutely... sounds the same as before. It does, yeah. I can adjust that again. I can adjust it, but it pulls it. Yeah, it's been difficult for me to get this right because, it's very difficult to judge. I could turn it up like that.
The land is dying.
But to you, it probably will look the same because you're seeing it in 1080p.
They'll starve.
Whereas I'm seeing it in 4K.
All because of a
I'm seeing
terraforming
a
system
big
that's
difference.
spiraling out of control. And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of GAIA, the AI you designed to control the system.
So we didn't know that. Well, it's made a backup. Well, I suppose, of course you would.
But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing.
I mean, I hope you know, the 1080p is a little bit better, but obviously...
And every night,
You know,
I have the same dream.
Compressed.
I'm walking
Now,
under
this
a
is-
brilliant
this is
night
nice.
sky, through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you, Elizabeth,
Okay.
waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years. You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother.
If only that could have happened.
And for a moment, I feel whole. But it never lasts.
One thing she probably needs, really. Already I've got tears in my eyes. Dear, oh dear. It does get to me at times.
I'm always left alone.
Yeah, the faces are a lot more detailed now.
This world is your legacy, Elizabeth. I won't let it slip away. The valley below is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. I promise.
Got a lump in my throat already. And here's Varl.
Varl?
If it isn't Aloy, the savior of Meridian, anointed of the Nora.
You know
Don't say
I'm
that.
being called that stuff.
Well, consider it a punishment for running out on us the very same night we beat Hades.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. But that one was in your honor. Just saying. So, what are we doing? Must be urgent since you left so fast. Delving into ancient ruins? Or maybe
And
it has
they're
something
further
to do
back
with
now, the
blood.
cutscenes, so they're a lot better cutscenes
Both,
now.
actually, but, I should...
Oh no. I've been tracking you a long way. It's okay. After everything you've done to help Lenora and my family, I swore an oath to help you, no matter what. You're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
Yeah. Good old Varl. Can't always do it on your own.
Okay, but if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
Yeah.
A focus. Never thought I'd get your second sight.
Lucky chap.
I'll give you another one later and show you how to back up your data.
Another one? I mean, she
Information on the device. We've got a lot to cover. I'll have to explain everything as we go.
But you'll find lip movements are better, animations are better. There's more there's more facial expressions. So they've, every part of the game
You
is
see like this all the
really
time.
improved.
Since I was a little girl. Come on.
And the last one was an absolute knockout in my opinion. And the 2 playthroughs I've had no bugs in Horizon Zero Dawn. So there's a lot to hope for on, day after release.
Shall we?
Got my fingers crossed. But so far, so good. I know, I played for about 3 hours. A lot of it was just scanning around, looking around really.
All right.
And
I got a
admiring the
couple
beauty.
scrapes on the way here. We should find some medicinal plants. Stock up. So it's time for your first lesson with the focus.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
So this is the intro to the game. So this is the kind of training area. Okay, so we have a map here which doesn't look very big, you know. Obviously it's going to be a lot bigger, but this is a training sequence. So, and it's quite a long sequence. I must admit, I played for a few hours and I still haven't finished yet. So, and I cannot manually save at all, and there are no fires yet. There will be fires, and they have improved the fast travel because you can do it now from settlements as well. So that's a nice touch. But in this whole area, it's all done by auto saves, because this is the kind of, you know, for those of you who haven't played the first one, you know, it's kind of giving you some, you know, a little bit of help to start off with, which is fair enough, you know. But why you would want to go into this without playing the first one, I'll never know, because that sets everything up and, you know, lets you know about this character. I'm probably going the wrong way, yeah? Because otherwise you wouldn't have a clue who she is, and, you know, you'd need to see that recap just to get some kind of idea. Right, we should be able to drink all that now. It kind of works a little bit different. You can hold it now, which kind of fills it up.
Keep going.
Is there actually a marker yet? Yeah, there is.
Yeah, good idea.
So, you know, you're not going to be released into, you know, on this stream, we will not be released into the open world yet. So, it is quite a lot, you know. It's had very good reviews already, and we can go down now underwater, and the water is significantly better, you know, in the way it looks. You know, you can see through it now. It's not got that horrible kind of shiny coating that it used to have, so it's a lot better than it was. So as I say, everything has been improved in the game. But yeah, let me just adjust that mic one more time. I thought I was loud enough when I played it back, but you know, it's, you know, you're the ones listening to it, so obviously you got a better idea. Now, according to that, it's telling me I'm too loud, so, and I don't want it to.
Those ruins. That's where we need to go.
I don't want it to kind of knock out the rest of the game, really. Now, I went round.
The backup? Well, it's an AI. It's hard to explain. Think of it like a set of instructions that can fix the world.
Sounds complicated.
Right, now.
You're traveling light these days.
Yeah.
I was trying to do this the other day,
I had
jump
some
in.
trouble on the way here. Lost a lot of my gear.
But yeah, I couldn't get this to work yesterday, but I think it's because I got to be... Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I did kind of do a dive. But yeah, you got to kind of hit circle button to do a dive. But yeah, as you can see, we've got underwater exploration, which means you can find stuff underwater now. So, and there's also ruins to find. So they've also added that as well. Hang on, I can't quite pick it up. And we have got a health bar. All right, let me just quickly look at my tab. Yeah, I must admit my picture is getting in the way. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to take off the camera because it is getting in the way wherever I put it. So I'm going to take it off. You know, but if people want it, you know, really want it, then please let me know and I'll take the camera off. You know, if you'd rather, you know, because I can see your text now and I can see that bar, which tells me what level. You are loud enough to hear, but you are lower than volume. Yeah, I must admit, it does seem to be lower, but there's no master volume on this, which is a little bit odd because there was in the first one. There was a master volume, and this time there isn't. It's just got effects, voices, and ambient sounds. And
But it's not easy keeping up with a machine rider.
So I could turn that up. I've actually got audio on speech on 100. Music we can probably leave as it is, but I'll turn the effects up. If I'm loud enough, then I can obviously turn everything else up. So yeah, it's kind of it's got like headphones mix. So I don't know if that'll make a difference. I'll do it on default, see if that improves things, Ghost.
Always were a good tracker.
Let me know if that makes a difference.
Salvaging machine carcasses.
Yeah, here's the Glint Hawks.
Oh.
Sorry, I was trying to do this new. The scanning has changed as well, so this is why I think I'm going to fall down a bit on this one, is because things have slightly... You can't tell. Right, okay, it was hard to tell until you get some speaking and whatever, yeah. So, alright. I played it back, it did seem a little bit quiet to me, the game sound, and I did the speech as loud as I could. The only thing I can think of is I'm too loud, so...
Better take a closer look.
Therefore, it was kind of muting everything else. That's the only thing I was thinking of. So I was trying to lower myself so that, you could hear me, but it wasn't loud. So that would hopefully help the rest of it. So I'm just going to collect a few things first. Obviously, we're going to need a lot of resources at the beginning, especially health. I've got to change. I think I'm going to have to change the way I play this game. I'm going to have to be a little bit more sneaky and a bit more careful.
Someone took down his machine recently.
Who else would come?
I don't know. We better craft some arrows of our own.
Yeah, she is quite low.
Good thing we already picked up some bridgewood.
So yeah, it generally does seem rather low, and I've got speech on high. So I'm not quite sure why this is. So I'll have to try and sort that out. Hopefully by the next one. I've been trying a few different ways, and really that's the kind of loudest I can go. The only thing I can actually make higher now is the music, because everything else is near enough full. So it says to craft arrows, right? Okay, so let's craft some arrows. Right, so we got to kind of do things in sequence as well on this. Oh yeah, I changed this so that it would stay there, so I could just do this as opposed to. So it's normally hold, so I changed it to toggle to see if that would make it easier. All right, go to the ancient ruins. So I'm gotta get used to this press and hold now. It's got press and hold for this as opposed to, just a quick press. So, the quick press does scans to see if there's any climb points, because there's significantly more climb points.
Nothing a well-placed arrow can't knock free. You just have to target the lock.
After you.
So, you're not limited to just the little thing. There's lots of other bits either side of that. So there's a lot more on that. Right, so I've kind of played this here, but I've kind of been searching all around for resources, all kinds of stuff. So I'm now that I've got that out of the way, I know roughly where some of the resources are. I'm going to cut out.
What was this place?
I don't know. The transmission, the message I found didn't say.
Yeah, she sounds quiet to me.
Might be here. We need to find a way in. So, what happened after I left Meridian?
Well, there was a fuss when people realized you were gone. But then some of us figured you only would have left if it were for something important.
You were right about that.
So, I've got to find an entrance somewhere. That's the horrible weed. It kind of reminds me very much of, the War of the Worlds with the red weed. So we've got to find a way in somehow.
More of the blight.
Oh, yeah. If there was no subtitles, I would not know what they were talking. Yeah, that's the problem. So that's why I muted, made my level down, because, they tend to be automatic kind of things where, you know, if something else is loud, you know, things get muted down. So that's why I put myself on low, so that at least you could turn it up, turn the volume up. So therefore, you know, you could hear them, and I wouldn't be too loud then. So that was the idea. But so I don't know, is it worse with it turned up now? So yeah, I've got to find an entrance now, because you know what my memory's like. You know, I think it's generally, if we look at the map, it's generally eastwards, yeah. So it's kind of in that direction. There are a few kind of loot things around. So, but I don't want to hold you up. This is going to be quite a long sequence, and I may have to go as long as 3 hours on this, because, you know, and stop at an appropriate kind of auto-save. So, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I've got to find a way up here. Like I said, our normal on the stream, my volume's at 30%. Now it's at 51. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I'll have to see. You know, I don't think it's a bug. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like we're down. It's down this way. Right. Okay. First enemy coming up.
Never seen one of those before.
Me neither. Those dead machines have it on alert.
How do you want to handle it?
The focus can help us. We can slam the machine before we make.
But if I'm coming through quite loud in comparison, it might be better if I do turn it down. So slightly scanning slightly different now.
See how parts of it are glowing? Those are its weak spots.
Got it.
So now you can go through each thing like that, and it kind of locks on. And I like the fact that it locks on, and I can go through. So now we can look at the burrower, and we can see all the pieces. So I'll need to take note of all this. So that's detachable. So it's a key component. The weak spot can be, so there's the kind of weak spot at the back. There's a weak spot there, and the eye, as normal. And that is component can be detached. So it looks like if you detach stuff now, it does destroy it. If you hit a damage arrow on it, it does destroy it. So we've got to be careful on that now. Right, so we've done that. So let's check if there's any more. I think there's more than one. Let me just check. Although it could be there's only one on this particular bit. So I'm going to be a lot more sneaky, I think, on this game, because it's going to be a little bit tougher, I do believe. I'm going to do it again and see if I can do the track. I don't think it's allowed me to do track yet. It's kind of introducing us to the game, really, step by step. So I'm trying to follow him around here and then take him out silently. I think I'm going to have to play the game more that way than my usual way, which is sometimes gung-ho, fly in there like some crazy lunatic. I'm going to have to temper myself. I might occasionally go back to that, but I think I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful. So that's the same one again. So yeah, I do like this. You know, so it's fire if you've got fire, but we haven't yet. And I can't tag him yet. So it's gradually going to say, you know, in a minute, it's going to say how to tag them. So it's kind of just a training area a bit. Now, I think we have got a stone, so we could kind of use stones to do it, but I'm just going to sneak up. She has got new attacks now as well.
How does the focus know all that?
It reads data on the machine.
It's like a hunter studying its prey?
Yeah, kind of.
So if my voice going down, and so you could turn the volume up until,
what did everyone else do?
I don't know, there's some way to improve it. I haven't found a way to yet.
Mother led the rest of the Nora home. Sun King put his people to work rebuilding the city. So I set out to find you.
So I'm going to pick up all the resources. So
Someone shot this machine too.
Right, so yeah, I kind of tend to be creeping all the time. I think I'm so used to playing Skyrim, I can't get out creeping even when there's nothing around. So I noticed that when I was just doing my little mess around yesterday. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I'm absolutely on maximum, really. So I don't think there's any other adjustment I can make. You know, it's on headset controller, which you know is set. You know, I I think having myself a little bit lower will help because you could turn the game sound up to hear it better and without me, you know, going, you know, being too much. So I think that's probably a good option. I tried turning. See, there's this video option here, which I don't know what it's doing really. It might be to do with you playing something in the background. I don't know if that's affecting the volume. So it's, although this is a good setup they got in here, so it doesn't interrupt the stream. I don't know. In some ways, I'm kind of wondering whether it is. Yeah. So right. Okay. Let me scan the. Who's that? This Varl. Right, hang on. Kind of lost track now. Where are we going? Yeah, even though I played this yesterday, just had a little mess around. You're not a streamer, so no clue. Yeah, it doesn't give me any other setting. I did have better settings on the PS4, but it seems like the settings have changed slightly on here, and it's actually the game sound which I cannot change. I cannot change the master volume, which is what you normally do. And in the Zero Dawn, they did have a master volume, which made a big difference. So I could just turn that up or down. And yeah, for some reason I haven't got that. Looks like we've got to go up around here without jumping, you know. Whoops, I'm kind of doing that. So this is a very quite a long sequence. You know, it's just doing auto save. It takes. I've gone into the second part of it on the hard, where it's kind of like where I'm practicing, so that I'm not completely blind on it. So I don't slow you down too much. By I do believe you can do things to cars now too. Yeah. Maybe doing the training session you don't have access to all the things. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's what it is. It's kind of treating you like a fresh player. So it's introducing the system to you one at a time, so you can get used to each system as you go along. But obviously, we kind of know the systems, so you know, it's easy. You know, we got an idea already, but some of the systems have changed. So they do need to tell me as well, because I want to know about the different changes. So that's what I'm thinking, is keep the mic away, not have me too loud. It's kind of wants me to go that way. So yeah, I don't know why, but I found this a little bit tricky yesterday, trying to get an access to where we got to go. It's because sometimes the marker is not appearing that tells you where to go. So I think that's why I'm struggling a little bit. Is you know, I've got to find the way in, and I suppose using this might help probably. I think they've changed the exploration a little bit in that. I don't know. There's elements of The Witcher in it, which is a great example of a fantastic RPG. Right, there's a rope ladder there. So it wants you to kind of put a little bit of effort in now. Right, so there's a rope ladder there. So I don't think we can get that down. So I think that's something we got to do later. So I need to scan around a lot, and I'm trying to hurry this along because this is quite a long section. I don't think I can shoot it or anything. I think I did that yesterday. I think that's for dropping down later. So we just got to find a way into this place. Right, okay. Oops. Oh, I don't think we're meant to go up there, are we? Oh, we did then. There is a way in, but I must admit it took me a while yesterday trying to find it, because it's kind of wants you to kind of, and I've got the guided version on. There is a version where, you know, everything is not guided, so you really got to put some effort in. But I thought that would probably slow the stream down if I did that.
Don't think there's a way through.
Hang on, I might be through here. Not through there now. So, yeah, I must admit I had a bit of trouble finding this. It's got a hinting now and again. There was a little area somewhere, I just can't quite remember it. Got a terrible memory. Sorry if I take a long time doing things. I know that's that you could lower that at some point for Varl, but I can't remember how we get in now. I am struggling a bit here. It looks like that was a way up, but it didn't have a kind of... It looks like it was trying to drop us back off, yeah. So I don't think that's the proper point. There looks like something came up then as a highlight, I saw. I thought I saw something show up there. So yeah, I'm kind of struggling a bit, so that's why I played it yesterday, hoping it would help me, but the trouble is I tend to forget straight away. There is a way up here somewhere, but got to find it now. But he's kind of telling me to look around the area, see? It's very much like The Witcher. That tended to give you an area to look around in, and you had to put some effort in. So it looks like it's doing a bit of that. So there is a way somewhere. I can't remember. There it is up there. Right. Okay. So we hit these little things now to bring them down. So there's a bit of Lara Croft there. I think you have to do that in Lara Croft, I think. So all games learn from other games and improve things, don't they?
You said you've had a focus since you were a child, right?
Yeah. Found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago.
I don't know how I turn this off, to be honest. Yeah, how I put the bow away, but generally if you kind of run or... Yeah, I may have to change that option there to hold, because I'm now struggling because I haven't got it on HUD visibility. There's lots of stuff you can turn on and off now, I've noticed. Where was it? Accessibility, was it? Weapon wheel, yeah, it's got weapon wheel slow down normal. Yeah, you can speed that up, slow it down to help you if you're a new player. Difficulty is normal. Where is the bit where yeah, I've got all toggle, so I think I'm going to do hold instead, because that's how I was playing it. So when you let go, it goes away. So I think I better do it that way. That seemed to make more sense. Yeah, we got to work for it now. We've got to scan around. So this is why I'm struggling a bit at the moment, because even though I played it yesterday, I'm still struggling. I think I've got to crouch under there, but this is why we don't have followers. Isn't that right, guys? I must admit, I'm so used to playing this on my own that, yeah, it's got an odd with a follower. Right, here we go.
Let's protect us.
We'll be okay, Varl. Through here.
Welcome to the Far Zenith launch facility.
Far Zenith? I know they made some tech trades with Zero Dawn, but why would they have a
also in Skyrim at the Mercer House.
Please
Right, okay.
register with reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them?
Right, so I just want to scan around, because it does highlight stuff that are around. So I think you might get a perk where we kind of, it might stay highlighted, because that would be a great feature, because then you wouldn't have to keep putting the scanner on all the time. So that would be nice. But they have improved every part of the game. I am going to go around the back first, because there's something around there. You know what we're like. We need our loot, don't we? So that's just collectible loot that you can sell for money. So you've got workbenches now as well. So there's a lot of new mechanics. You can upgrade weapons now. So it's a lot different now.
Please hold for identiscan. Access denied. Please wait here for personnel to assist you. Dr. Sobek.
Okay. I guess they weren't on great terms with Elizabeth. Well, let's find a way in.
So I don't think changing my headphone setting to, you know, headphones or TV will make a difference. I don't know. I could always try that. I'll do. I think after the stream, I will experiment and try different settings and things. See if we can get that improved, where the game sound is louder. So let's open this door now. I do get a sensation on, you know, on the control, on this feedback controller that we've got, which is very, very good. It's you get feedback on things like bows as well. So you will actually feel resistance and stuff, and I like all that kind of thing. That adds to the immersion of it as though you're really playing it. So
whoever left this here might have also shot those machines we found earlier.
So where are they now?
But obviously he's a little bit further away, so obviously he is going to sound quieter, because maybe I'll stick to...
Ugh, what's that stench?
Maybe I'll just get very close to him when he speaks. Although not too close.
I doubt. They must have come here to delve for scrap.
But yeah, I could kind of scan all this,
That explains the smell.
So there's metal clamps here.
And it looks like something big.
But I don't want to hold you up too much.
Right through the camp. And then through the wall. I should take a look at the rubble in that gap.
So, as I say, it's kind of doing it step by step. Normally you'd be just doing this, but you see, it says structure can be dislodged with a pulling force. So it's kind of telling us to do that. So let's go and examine the rubble. Because it's going to introduce a new weapon.
Down as it went out.
Well, not weapon, sorry.
Dislodge some of the debris. We might
do what you need to do to survive.
Maybe I can find something to help in the camp.
So,
hey,
yeah, if we can...
Over here. I think I got something.
So, yeah, we may be able to dislodge this. So this is going to bring in a new tool to the game, which we haven't had before.
It's some kind of Osram prototype, I think. This hook looks like it can latch onto things.
And this gear pulls it back.
It looks broken, but maybe we can repair it. Hook it to the debris.
And pull it out. That could work. The focus can help us search the camp and identify anything we can use to fix the tool. My focus picked up a couple of things to check out.
So yeah, so there's
Poor guy.
a rucksack there.
Burned right through his armor.
Actually, the focus on does accentuate sound. So it does actually make it louder. So maybe I'll turn it on when he speaks.
A lot of supplies here. I guess they plan to stay a while.
It does boost the sound.
Cable. Stronger than rope.
So creatures walking, all those will be, probably twice as loud if I put that on. So maybe that helped. So this is the new workbenches. Now again, it's doing it bit by bit. So yeah, do what you need to do. Right, okay. So we've examined that, right? So we can't use this bench yet, but we've got to kind of examine it. So it's kind of doing it step by step because this is a new feature of the game. So we just got to go to all these things, examine. Very much The Witcher 3, this is.
Part of a machine. Could help fix the gears. Alright, I think I have what I need to repair the tool. Or maybe even make something better.
You could use this workbench.
Right, okay, so workbenches is a new thing in the game where you can upgrade weapons, you can, put things together, all this kind of stuff. So it's another new thing. So it's all step by step at the moment. So an improved version of the Delver's prototype tool can be latched onto and pull objects. Also enables grappling to specific points. So this is very much a oh crikey! Lara Croft. Yeah, it's very much Lara Croft. This is okay. So she had a pull caster. Okay, so and then we can, and then you got other. You will unlock more things. So
there.
Added lots of new features. Games
pull
learning from
caster.
other games and improve
Now
it and to
test
make
it
an
on the
improvement.
debris.
Right, so we've crafted the tool. So the polecaster is a versatile new weapon, and it will stay on there, that hint, until we do it, but we can turn that off so it doesn't stay on there. So I'll kind of mess around with that. So we've got to use that, press Y, and then get it to an area where it comes up with the target, and then we hold that button, and then we pull back. And I get feedback on the controller as I'm doing it. Alright, then we got to go to the other one, so tap Y. Keep pulling. So that's a nice new feature. So that's nice. As I say, they've improved a huge amount of this game.
Doesn't look like there's an easy way out of here. I should scan the area. We have
So if there's any stuff I'm missing, I'll have to kind of miss it because I want to kind of get on with this because it does go on for quite some time.
Huh. What's this thing for?
You should focus to learn more about your surroundings. So yeah, it's kind of wanting us to look around all the time. So, well, I already know that, but yeah, it's kind of like we got to use it more by the look of it.
Whoa.
Good morning. I'm Oswald Dalgard, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Far Zenith. Forget what you think you know about us. Our truth is simple. We say reach for the stars, even if you have to cross 8.6 light years of space to get there. Please proceed into the auditorium, where we'll unveil our plans.
yeah, you're right. They are trying. I like the fact that they've added new features. It's all nice stuff, but it just means I've got more to remember. And you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. So yeah, we've got scan. So it's kind of introducing these markers. So we got to do a little bit of, looking around first. So we got to, work hard a little bit harder now than we did before. Things was all kind of nicely laid out. Go here, go there. So what we do is we jump and then we tap X to attach the grapple point. So we go like that, and then that pulls this up. So this is a nice, useful new tool. And we got to get used to how that works. Otherwise, we're going to fall down a lot.
Don't worry, I'll find you another way up.
So this is where we got to lower the ladder. Now there are going to be loot around, so it's probably worth to scan. Right, now I've got to get across here. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, but we can have a look here. Look, we can see. Now I can use motion control. I don't know whether I use the motion controls or not. I found on Breath of the Wild it was very, very accurate because I can move around like this fairly slowly. But if I do this, it's very, very precise. Look, I can't do that precise. With. So it might be handy on occasion. So what we've got to do is jump again, do that. So I got to kind of get used to it. So that's why I had a little mess around yesterday, because there's new systems. I knew I might struggle a little bit. So that's why I thought I would get prepared a little bit. Otherwise we could forever falling down. So we got to tap while sprinting for a long jump. So because I did struggle with this a couple of times. And keep falling down, and I don't want to repeat that today. We want to get on with it, and we want to do it properly, right?
Okay, I gotta drop the ladder for Varl.
So the ladder is down there. That's it. So we can drop that for Varl so we can get up.
There you go, Varl.
So we'll have them at the
Thanks.
beginning. So I think people will help you now and again, like it was in the first one. But this is just to help us out on this intro. All right. So I don't think there's anything else around for me to scan or anything. I'll have a very quick look. No, but I want to kind of get on with it. I will not get a manual save at all in this entire sequence. Oh, there's a draw the curtains back now because I haven't got the camera on. So let me just draw the curtains.
Homo sapiens. Us. We have always pushed the boundary as explorers, pioneers, trailblazers. And now Far Zenith is taking the next leap into the future. That's why we're proud to have resurrected the Odyssey. When our government's abandoned in orbit, Far Zenith will actualize in less than a decade. But that's only the beginning. When the ship is complete, we will send the Odyssey and her crew where no one's gone before.
And I think that's an Easter egg for Star Trek. Where no man has gone before. There'll probably be a lot of Easter eggs, as there is in just about all games, really. So this is the next closest star system.
Humanity's first off-world colony. The Odyssey may take 300 years to reach it, but when we look up at the night sky, we'll know they're on their way. And in the words of our founder, the late Peter Chimbumbe, the truest form of immortality is
data corrupt. The playback stopped.
The old ones could fly through the sky? Between the stars?
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
not quite.
sort of. That ship, the Odyssey, it never made it to the other star. Something went wrong, and it blew up.
Not good. So yeah, I knew that already. But you probably didn't.
Is that why Elizabeth gave them a backup of Gaia? For their colony?
Could be, yeah, it could be.
Error. Public presentation file corrupted. Member recruitment file available. Do you wish to reactivate?
Yeah, reactivate. Let's see what else they had to say.
But lip sync is better, I think. Lip movements are better. That was a little bit of
We all
criticism of
know
the last
the
one.
projections. Economic instability, new biocontagions, rampant AIs. How long before another catastrophe creates unacceptable risk for the world's elite? We here at Far Zenith believe, escape the inevitable. And so we reach for the stars. Now you've seen what we're building here. Infrastructure to support the Odyssey's construction. A state-of-the-art data center to facilitate rapid technological advancements. And you've seen how we're managing public perception. So invest and join us. Claim your berth on the Odyssey. Preserve your way of life beyond the concerns of Earth.
Well, they were right about the world ending. I just didn't know how.
Yeah. Probably
So
will.
everything
We're
they
going.
said back there about the next step for humanity, it was all a lie. These people
Well-
only cared about saving their own skin.
Yeah, well, didn't work out for them in the end.
Yeah, it wasn't a lie.
The Oswald guy mentioned a data center.
It's just that it blew up, really. And so that went to pot with Zero Dawn.
There, the backup. It should be stored in there.
Won't be able to swim across.
I guess we'll have to find a way around. Come on.
Right, here we go. We've got a bit more investigation. And I must admit, I didn't notice the first time I did this. But way
Doesn't look like we can
over
get across
there
the
in the
river here.
distance is something that
We'll
is
find
a little
Let's
bit
get going.
recognisable, but I didn't notice it at the time until I got there.
I
Yeah,
still can't believe the old ones could fly.
They were capable of a lot of things. For good and bad.
Sure seems like it. I wonder what it's like up there.
So yeah, we got to keep. I want the guided thing really, because I want to know where I'm going. I don't want to take forever doing this stuff. Oh, actually, that's where we came in. So we've got to carry on here.
The wilds have really grown over this place.
But I was scanning all over the place because I was trying to find little things that were hidden away. I do believe we got to get to this. Oh yeah, there's one there. So again, there's another point there that we could use to
My focus
get
might
up.
be able to help here.
And there's also something there to pull as well. So I keep forgetting to hold it because normally normally it's just press it and then it does the scan, but now it's slightly different. Where you got to press and hold it to do the scan, so it's kind of a little bit different now. I mean, the detail on this, even this close, those leaves are looking fantastic. So we can go up that bit just so we can get that, but we've got to kind of pull this. So again, we've got to do this. We've got to tap Y, and then we press and we pull this out. And I'm getting feedback the whole time while I'm doing this. I get the feeling of me pulling it. And I do like the haptic feedback and all those things. I do love that stuff. That's the one feature of the PlayStation controller which, nobody else has got.
What is that?
That's a creature we haven't seen before.
Keep your guard up.
That's a little bit of a worry.
Guard is up.
So yeah, I'm a little bit worried now. I think I died twice in that kind of 3 hours that I did. Half of it was just me standing around, looking at stuff, exploring. It wasn't so much I was doing the story, but a lot of it was just scanning everything. So I don't want to waste time having to scan everything today. Right, more of these burrowers.
Careful.
So I hope you're enjoying it anyway. I mean, enjoyed the first. I know you only enjoy me.
You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay.
Now that's the kind of help I like. But he won't be with us the whole time. This is kind of like it goes to Tsushima, isn't it? Where me and Yuna at the beginning of the game,
Can't let it see me.
and we took out one, she took out the other.
Check its patrol path.
So right now we can put the tracker on them. So now we can actually highlight them. Okay, so there's Varl waiting to get rid of this guy. So now we've got the option to tag, and we can now do their tracks. Okay, so I'm going to move it out. I'm going to try and do this nice and carefully, nice and quietly and neatly. We're trying not to do it the wrong way this time. I'm trying to be a little bit more clever. And I love it. So we could, I'm kind of having a job getting used to this, so we could kind of make him go there and say, that's if he spots it. So I might be using this tactic a lot, where I'm using the, there's a whistle, although that's not available yet, and the stones, just to kind of make these kills easier, because, I was going in gung-ho sometimes, getting caught by everything, and dying a lot. I do like the challenge though. Varl's took it down as well, so we could collect that, which is up there. So to go back up, I want to collect the loot, of course. So because I need a lot of resources at the beginning, so I'm going to collect that, but do it as fast as I can. But yeah, I like the new UI, and the skill tree now is totally different. So I'm going to keep picking up a load of this in a minute. We probably won't need so much later on as I work out what I need and what I don't need. So So search your ancient ruins. I think we can go up here.
More of those machines ahead.
Nothing you and I can't handle.
Right, now we're better. So we're going to tag him, highlight his track, and see if there's any more around. So it's kind of a different kind of game than Skyrim. I mean, it's still an RPG like Skyrim. Yeah, it's just more future. I don't know. It's kind of a mix, isn't it, between kind of futuristic and not futuristic. It's kind of a little bit of a mix. The old world, the old modern world against the the new world where it's just tribes. So it's kind of I don't know, kind of before Skyrim and after Skyrim. It's kind of like that, isn't it? So I don't think there's another one. I just double check. So yeah, I think I'll use this tactic of stones, taking them silently bit by bit. I'm going to have to do this more. Sarah Carlos used this all the time. She just did whistle, drew them in one at a time. Very clever how she did it. But my God, when it comes to a battle, my God, she was fantastic in, without doing it stealthily. She could, knock 7 bells out of things, and amid all the panic, she was absolutely fantastic at it. But she's got, got very fast reactions. She played it on ultra hard all the way through, which is unbelievable, really, because ultra hard is very, very hard, as you'd imagine. I tried a Thunderjaw on ultra hard. Yeah, I managed to do it, but my God, it was very hard because there's no health bar, nothing like that. Right, so again, we could use the rock. It's kind of different because before you had to hold it, and now you can just tap it. So slightly different how things work. But if I'm within a certain range, I will be able to leap, and you might be able to scan me. I've got to be a bit careful here. Some of them can scan you. Maybe I ought to drop it kind of here. Right, there we go. Okay, let's do it nice, clean and efficiently. Let's not make an idiot of ourselves today. It would be nice if I could do things fairly well for a change. Right, I'm just picking up the rock there. Right. I think that's all there is for a minute. So let's move on. Again, I'll keep picking up the stuff. So, where is it leading us now? Yeah, it's kind of sometimes it's not helping us. We got so I think my health is on 4. Got quite a small health bar, so I presume that gets leveled up bit by bit as well. So it's all a little bit different in this. If you notice, we have got the Shield Weaver armor on, but at the start of the game, the power cell of it has run out. So we're back to kind of basics again. So that's kind of how they did that. Oh, crikey, there's one down there. Okay, so I didn't see that. So let's whip down there quick. Scan again. So I'm slowly getting used to this hold to scan it. And again, we can. I like the way you can flick through and see this stuff. That's quite a nice touch. Makes it a little bit better, a bit easier to see it before you have to kind of move it to each part or look it up in the notebook, which is probably the easiest option, actually, look it up in the notebook. But we could do it without looking at a notebook, so that's quite handy.
These days?
Plus, it puts it into your notebook for future reference as well.
Didn't have a lot of time to shave.
Scanning also does that as well.
Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry, my whiskers offend you.
Saying about his beard. I hope you don't mind a beard. And she was saying, well, not used to it. But sorry it offends you.
Looks like this little guy got caught up in the blight.
A little fox there.
Couldn't escape.
died because it
I
got
hope
too
it
close to
doesn't
that
suffer long.
red weed. So yeah, I'll see if I could do something about improving the game sound. I've tried a few different ways. I thought it was okay, but it was on a. I must admit I had to turn it up myself. So, but I thought it'd be okay. I was mainly worried about the
Those must have
balance
used
between
explosives against the machines.
They managed to get a couple.
me and the game, really. Because we can always turn it up, can't we? You know. I personally don't like it too high,
There's
but
a barricade here. Machines must have broken through.
you know, if I've got to turn the sound up, I'll turn the sound up. It's not too much of a problem, but I'm more worried about the balance really between
Guess that
me
didn't have a chance to use it.
One thing we haven't got yet, and we didn't have in the first one, is a torch. What if we get one?
Careful, traps ahead.
Oh, might be able to disarm them.
There's traps there, right? Okay, so yeah, I've done this bit, so we just got to go up very carefully so we don't set it off, and then we dismantle it.
Managed to salvage some supplies.
And
Dismantled
not blow
it.
yourself
So now
up.
we have a couple
More
of traps. So I presume at some point. So I presume we can use it at some point. So yeah, it's kind of doing it bit by bit here. So yeah, I wish they, had a quick way of doing it on that, but I was hoping to improvement on that. But
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
right,
Good idea.
so now we can make some. So we're gonna make stuff now. So we've picked them up, but we don't know how to craft them. You know, we've kind of, we never had to craft them in the first one. So it kind of makes sense that we don't know how to do it.
Use this.
And we got to kind of learn because we don't know everything.
Okay.
So it
That's
says,
what I need to craft a trap.
so we should have enough now to do we picked up enough of the stuff, so we need blast paste, metal shards and machine muscle.
If anything walks into one of those, it won't know what hit it.
Alright, so that's enough to do 2.
Over here, Aloy. I think I see a way up.
But yeah, I spent probably it took me 3 times longer to do this yesterday because I was just scanning all over the place. I didn't want to miss a trick anywhere. So that was the idea of doing yesterday, was just so that you wouldn't have to suffer all that. So the climb is pretty much the same, but it's even smoother animation. And we got the other thing that we can use on awkward places. But almost forgot that guy there.
I've seen this machine before. Scrounger.
That's a dead Burrower.
Me.
There is a Scrounger. So this is a new one. So we can look into our thing and it goes straight to it. And we can go through them like this. So he that is detachable. That is, if you do it with a shock damage, it will set off a training action which will explode and do damage. It disables an attack. I'll say attack from it. Disables an attack if detached or destroyed. Okay, so if it's detached, yeah, you obviously can't get that effect. And if it is destroyed, then you won't get the resources. So I like the way this thing rotates. So his weakness is kind of, we haven't got that particular thing yet, the shock attack.
Maybe we could place one of those traps you made in its path.
There's a supply box, which is going to be very, very useful. So that's a dead one. If it's red, that means he's dead. It's kind of like Red Dead Redemption, isn't it?
I can't reach that ladder from
And there's a
here.
rope ladder, so... I don't think I did his track. So let's see where his track is. He's going to come right past, so that's handy. So I'll wait till he comes past. I did throw a stone yesterday. He actually took longer because he was like suspicious of the stone to actually get to the bit where I could have just done it by doing this. Yeah. So actually, I kind of messed up yesterday. That was the whole point of me doing it yesterday, just having a little try on it. On hard mode as well, to see what it's like. just so this is a little bit smoother today and I don't waste your time too much, because I've got a lot to get through, and I'm going to stream as long as I can, because we got a lot to go through on this kind of training part, and it does move on to another kind of. And the only criticism of reviews so far, they've been very, very good reviews. The only criticism by one of them was that it took a little bit too long at the beginning. You know, it was a little bit kind of not too much action. It was kind of, I don't know, is that a criticism? I mean, you know, it's training, so, you know, that's the thing in games now, that just help people, because we haven't got, you know, we haven't got the booklets anymore, which tells you all the stuff while it's loading. It took me 7 hours to load this, maybe over 7 hours, so, because, you know, I pay a lot of money for the collector's edition, and they do not even give you,
We're clear.
they do not even give you a disc, a game disc, which absolutely shocked me. In both editions of the collector's edition, they give you a steel book, okay, which I love, the steel books, so you can put your disc in, but they don't give you a disc, which
They all have their secrets, but every place is different.
I cannot see the point of you being given a steel book if you don't get a disc to go with it. I hate this whole move to digital thing. I like physical stuff. You know, I liked the manuals. I know they're trying to save money by, you know, but the thing is, you know, digital don't really cost them any money, but they're still charging higher prices now than when we had manuals. So I kind of think it's just another way of making more money for these high-tech people that own all these companies. Yeah, they just want to get more money out of you. You know, they're greedy. Yeah, I prefer a book as well. Yes, absolutely right. Don't kill yourself doing this stream. I prefer a book telling me what it is, not a fan of this in-game info. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think the digital way, you know, a lot of people, you know, there are. I think younger people like the digital stuff, but we're used to physical. We want to feel things. You know, when we get a book, we want to read a book by buying the book and reading it ourselves. Audio books are nice, but they're digital. We don't actually own it. We kind of do, but we don't. Now, that kind of highlights these areas. Now, obviously, in a dimly lit area, these show up very well, and especially at night. But in the bright sunlight, you know, it doesn't make a lot of difference. Right, now, so move over there. We just got to tap it, and we get a kind of semi-slow motion. But you notice it's highlighted for quite some time, which is very nice as well. So I do like that new feature. It gives us more climbing opportunities. You know, sometimes when you climb a mountain now, there are several points that you could make your way up that mountain, which is very, very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, physical. So
the storms, the blighted lands, the rivers and lakes choked with algae. You were born to fix all that?
Yeah. I can only do it if I find that backup. I think we're winding our way around to the data center. We'll need to cut through that big building on the right out there.
So there's kind of an agreement there. So that's a scan. Actually, that is a notebook there, I do believe.
It doesn't explain how they got it back up.
I'll keep an eye out for more data.
But yeah, it's like Jess said. They give you a steel book, they didn't give you a disc.
Come check this out.
It's kind of ridiculous. And also, it would have, instead of me having 7 hours to download it, it probably would have only been 2 to 3 hours. So another reason why I prefer disc is because they're faster downloads. Until we got internet at blinded speed, which is not going to be for a while yet. You know, you know, what's the point? I mean, give us a disc anytime. So yeah, I got it dinner time, and I had to wait till about 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, that's trouble with digital. High Council Executive Summary. Negotiations with representatives from Zero Dawn have concluded, and I'm exceptionally pleased that we're arrived that we've arrived at a mutually agreed profitable agreement. It shows that sugar usually goes down better than salt, in contrast to the less tactful recommendations of certain of our reactionary members. In short, Far Zenith will provide. I'm trying to do it fast, but I'm tripping up a little bit. A copy of the prototype Homer archive already sent. 500 ectogenic chambers to be retrieved from storage at our Ninma facility. Supplementary ectogenesis reports. Yeah, I'm struggling with all this long words and things. In exchange, Far Zenith will receive a copy of the alpha build of the Apollo database in the week prior to the Odyssey's launch. By our estimates of Zero Dawn's timeline, by then it should be near a complete repository of human knowledge. Let me just read what you said there, guys. Or be a multi-gillionaire to buy a faster internet. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could get a faster internet and pay a lot more, but I don't know. Would it make a difference? You know, I mean, the stream might still be blocky. I don't know, because it's different in different areas, isn't it? So in exchange for the alpha build of the Apollo database in the week prior to the Odyssey's launch, by our estimates of Zero Dawn's timeline, by then it should be near complete repository of human knowledge. It should be noted that Dr. Sobek was very reluctant to agree to this, but I drew a line in the sand, making it clear that this was a non-negotiable term. As our faithful media representative, I will continue to run all public communications with Dr. Sobek's team and then data got corrupted. So we're still going to get notes, but apparently there aren't so many now. So that's another nice improvement. I don't think there was anything else. Oh yeah, that was the thing we just looked at.
Looks like we've got to climb up.
Right, so let's carry on. So I'll try and use the focus, but I don't want to. So I was taking 3 hours just doing basic stuff yesterday, because we're kind of from Skyrim, so we want loot everywhere, you know. So I'm going to lower that because I suppose if I drop down, it's easy to get back up. But this is a climbing point here, and if I do that, it kind of highlights it, puts these little cross marks on it and things. Whoops.
Well, it is 1,000 years old.
We're going to get stuff like that now. Things collapsing. We got to think quicker now. We got more. We got more tools now for me to get my head around.
There's another one of those glowing things by the table.
Right. Let's see what this is. Anzu. And all these things going up, I can get feedback on it.
Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, GAIA, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering.
Okay,
an
go.
Obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts. Operation Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of GAIA and her
very good thinking by
to
GAIA.
this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol.
Yeah, so he can hack stuff.
Extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
So, right, yeah, she's done a backup. She's got to keep it away from that guy. And,
but she didn't.
So he doesn't find out, because obviously,
Far Zenith stole GAIA.
Aloy, why does that woman look like you?
It's okay, Varl. We look alike because we're the exact same. Genetically identical.
But she was one of the old ones. How can you be her?
That's confusing for him, isn't it?
Because I wasn't born. I was made. by a machine. It's why I'm motherless, why I was cast out as an infant.
I don't understand. What kind of machine can make a person?
Remember when I said the backup is like a set of instructions? It's more than that. It's called Gaia. And for a long time, she cared for the world until she had to destroy herself. So she made me to bring her back. I'm the only one who can. And this place is my last hope.
You once said the goddess spoke to you when you went into All-Mother Mountain. Was that this Gaia?
Yes, but she's not the goddess, Varl. There isn't one.
How can you be sure? It sounds like she anointed you with a sacred task.
I've had a lot of time to figure this out. And you will too, with the focus. But for now, the reports said they were going to store the stolen copy of Gaia in the data center. So that's where we have to go. Okay?
It was a bit like Jess trying to tell me something technical, you know. He was like, all right, I'll try and get my head around it. But because obviously he wouldn't know anything about that, you know, coming from a tribe who don't know that kind of stuff, you know.
Aloy, over here. I found something you could use.
What's that?
Thanks, Varl. We should keep moving.
After you.
Okay, right. I just have a very quick scan. Okay, right. Blast slings launch bombs that affect large areas. This weapon fires frost bombs. Use them against enemies to build up the brittle state. While in brittle state, enemies are more vulnerable to impact. Okay, so we could mess that. Mess that? You said mess, and I said mess. Messing with religion, Aloy. Watch it. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, they're quite religious, like a lot of people are, you know, and you don't want to upset people because obviously, you know, they've put a lot into that, and you know, you don't want to destroy their beliefs. You know, that's not a good idea. Yeah, I'm trying to still trying to get used to this this thing. Oh, actually, I think I can just drop onto there. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, some of these. Right. You know, we all have our beliefs, and you know what we believe, what we don't believe, and
outside.
we should respect that.
Good. Look, that must be the machine.
In the same direction we're going. Great.
And I can't scan it yet, which is a shame, because that's that thing we saw very glimpse of his tail. Yeah, very quick. So he's going to be a. I did get as far as having a fight against that thing, and I did die. Yeah, but I was on hard level, so.
Machines.
You know, that's probably the one I'll do as another time. You know, because I want to find out if you got to go do face paints and things by doing that. So he's got frost. Frost is his main kind of weakness there. Power set. What? Oh, sorry, no, corruption and frost. Yeah, frost is his thing. And again, we can look in here. So this guy's a Scrounger. You know, it's a bit like. You know, some people I know. So we got to very carefully go down there and get that guy. So let's see if we can find a nice spot where we can drop down. I can't really see anywhere. Little touches of this game, by the way, was last time you could only move the plants in the grass that you could hide in. Well, now everything reacts to your, no matter what it is, grass, leaves, everything reacts to your movement. So they've managed to do that as well. So, and yeah, and it still runs on a PlayStation 4. So it looks really good on PlayStation 4. So how they managed to do that and still keep to the 30 frames a second, it's quite remarkable. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Val, I'm kind of... But my hand's all over you here. I quite enjoyed that, that's why I stayed there a while.
Looks like we can cross over here.
Sorry about that, Val. Quite nice, actually. Sorry, that's just me messing about. I don't want to mess around too much on this game. Oh, yeah, obviously, there we go. I'll have a little laugh when it's called for, but I'm going to try to keep this as it should be, which is...
There were supposed to be more backups.
Poor chap.
But 1,000 years ago, a guy named
that's kind of
purged them all.
some dodgy stuff there.
Is he part of Far Zenith too?
No.
So is there any more? Let me just check. I better check my health is full. So it's an amazing thing that they get this to run on. You know, we just get even more grass and stuff. We get more kind of ray tracing shadows, so the shadows are much more accurate instead of a blanket kind of feel. But yeah, there are going to be stuff down under the water, obviously. One thing I thought we might be able to do is catch fish, but looks like we still got to like shoot them to get them. We can push that down and go a little bit faster. We get a nice little effect there where we're swishing along. So I say again, we can highlight these points. These kind of points don't highlight much; they just put a little cross on them. But again, it's bright sunlight, so you probably wouldn't notice it really. Actually, I didn't go up here earlier, so there might be some loot up here or something. But they're kind of multiple ones now. You can go multiple different ways now to do things. So it's kind of a little bit different because I can go kind of like that, pull it in, and do it like that. So there's all kind of different ways we can climb now. It's a little bit different, which is very nice, in fact. So that's a grapple point. But I think I went across there when I did it for, when I'm just having a practice, and you know, it's slowing down in water and all that kind of thing, and I'll feel resistance on the controller as well. So I do like all these features that they've added. I don't think I can go behind there. You know, where you get the feeling like you're swimming, you can feel in the footsteps. You know, I like all that. That adds to the immersion. It's really good. I don't think you've got to go behind here. No. No secret chests on this game hidden behind there like Skyrim. Right. And up there. But yeah, it kind of highlights it. Just puts a little thing across there. So it just makes it a little bit easier. But I say, you see it more in where it's a little bit more gloomy, where it will show up even more. But yeah, I was constantly scanning the whole time, so that's why I took so long doing it when I did it.
Wow. That big metal thing looks like the ship we saw back in the auditorium. Imagine going up to the stars in that.
Is that a corpse or was it just a bit of a corpse? Looks like it was a piece of a corpse, I think. Oh no, it's a kind of data point. So I won't read them all because some of them are quite long, and I hope they don't do too many of these because they're okay if they're not too big, but some of them were quite long. So he's kind of saying, descend into the valley, breach the ruins. You know, he had a good sense for doing ruins. They had to knock down a few machines on the way. So you know, then they set up camp in the main entrance. He nearly jumped out of his skin when he dropped his hammer and went clanging down the stairs. So, yeah, I'll so I'll leave it there for you to read if you want to read. But Boss Street, that's a little prototype. It's got a hook and pull. So that's that thing we've got. The less it rusted, the higher the price. So it's all kind of little daily journals between people. All in a day's work until he insisted he saw the trees shaking across the river. So I kind of like reading these, but I don't want to kind of slow you down too much. Felt rather than, you know. So I kind of I won't read it out. I'll just kind of read it, and you can read it with me, and I'll try and read it quick. It's one reason why I like doing a second play is I can take my time. So I think I'll do one where I do streaming, one where I take my time. Right, okay, so you can hear something slithering about outside. Well, we had an idea what that was. So it was just some kind of slither. I can't remember what the name of it, but when they were showing trailers and things, it was called something slither something. Slither snake or something like that. Sounds like he's going to be a bit of trouble. And I did have to face that, and yeah, I was in a bit of trouble. It's something new I haven't faced before, and yeah, I can't get used to this one-click thing, you know, this, because it's slightly different now. But it could well be that they do have, you know, a thing where it actually highlights it for a certain amount of time, which would be very nice touch if they did that. Well, he just alerted them all now, so I kind of messed that up now. Sorry, Varl, my mistake. Well, it's the first mistake of the day. Well, I think I'll get out of there. No, kind of messed it up. Oh no. How can I do this? Oh, I'm going to be in trouble now. Right, yeah, this is a new powerful kind of hit now. So I'm going to try and avoid these blows. And try and... But yeah, as you can see, it's quite strong compared to the first game. Oh, crikey. Help! Help! Didn't mean that to happen. And I'll tell you what, we don't seem to be doing a lot of damage when we hit him with the bow either. So, I'll get my Rexes up quick. Where's the other one? There, he's over there. Right, okay. So I'm going to pause and do a big hit. Right, okay. Panic over, but yeah, I kind of messed that up. I was trying to get down and yes, should have waited a fraction long before I did go down. Sorry about that. But you know, I'm always going to make mistakes. You know, I'm that. You know, I'm an elderly person. It's difficult for me. I do my best, and I usually, you know, on these kind of games where I love the game, I do get through it. I just do it my own inimitable way. Lots of mistakes. You know, so if you want to see somebody, you know, struggling with a game, you know, if you want to see them, somebody professional doing it, obviously the people out there are doing it far more professional than me. All right, so, but it's kind of warts and all with this. So I hope you don't mind the warts and all. But you know, not everybody's perfect, you know. Right. So way up here, what was that then? Something flickered up. There's something there. There's a supply chest. I think she said something about a ladder. Said something about a ladder somewhere. Where was it? Oh yeah, there. Right, okay, so there's a ladder there. So hit that bit, kind of right in the middle. I kind of aimed it at the bottom on one and it didn't trigger it, so you've got to kind of aim in the middle. Now, I kind of struggled on this because it was kind of tricky to do a...
As the Nora war chief, she understood why I was obligated to follow you. But as my mother, she wasn't pleased.
Is she ever pleased? I don't think I've seen her smile.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep quiet when they're talking so you can hear it. So, yeah, I'm kind of having a look around just in case there's something around the back. But I did kind of fall down that hole, actually, like an idiot. But don't worry, Varl will not be with us the whole time. So it's not that kind of game. I think she's going to work more with people, maybe a little bit more than the last one, but I don't think it's going to be all the time. So, I kind of like doing it on my own, actually. You know. Believe it or not, I mean, you don't have to believe that, but oh, actually, we could have just got there. You know, although I have followers, yeah, it's purely to carry stuff. There it is, the slither thing. Slither snake or something?
3 of those things.
Oh dear.
If we slaughtered all those Osram, we'll never get through to the data center.
1's bad, 3
There's
is
no way to slip past them.
death, really.
They're too tough to fight head on.
Yeah,
We could
definitely.
find a settlement. Convince some hunters to help us.
That would take weeks.
Good thinking.
We don't have that kind of time. Maybe all we need is that shuttle to fall.
Yeah, let's get
That
a
thing.
space shuttle.
How?
We'll figure it out. Just wait here.
Aloy.
They obviously made
Trust
an
me.
improved one.
And there she goes.
And now we do things on our own. So we don't get in for long. And then it's back to, you know, trusty old me. It's a shame because I kind of like Varl. He's dead handy in a fight. But, so yeah, a few more of these guys. So they're gradually like increasing the level bit by bit, just introducing you gradually. I'll probably mess it up. I didn't do too bad the first one. It's only when I got toward the end that I kind of messed it up a bit. But I was very good on the kind of taking them out nice and quiet. I managed to do that successfully. First time I just messed it up on the stream, but that's kind of normal for me, isn't it? I always mess it up on the stream. Probably because I'm yakking too much. Famous last words, trust me, yeah. I do my best, but I must admit, you know, sometimes I think streaming doesn't help, you know, but I don't want to put the blame on you. I mean, it's just my fault. I rabbit and I don't concentrate 100%. If I, you know, concentrate 100%, you know, well, I'm not trying to talk to you. You know, I do. I might occasionally just say comments to myself. You know, like, cool, that was a tough one. You know, but I think because I don't know, I don't feel like I have to chat. But you probably, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm good for chat or not. I probably do it too much. What, Ray? You do it too much? I don't believe you. Oh, did I get the... I do believe the track is not showing up. My goodness. Oh, let me move out of the way because he's scanning there. Yeah, it's got a scanner, I think. So we've got to be a bit careful. I'll sneak up behind him now. Hope there's nobody else around. It's kind of, I don't know what's happening there. It's almost like it's... Oh, crikey, there's another one there. I was just wondering as I got out there. I hope I'm not walking into another one. And
It's hard to breathe
I
on
am.
this stuff.
From what I've seen in this game, you need to search a lot, use Norse rounds against the enemy, and scavenge a lot. Yeah. I think early on it's going to be very much like that because we're being introduced to this stuff. So, because this is kind of a training for maybe people who haven't played the first one, although I would imagine most people who are playing this have played the other one and will kind of know roughly. So it's made for those people who haven't, which
Maybe I should stick to my
terrific
spear for
shame.
now.
Well, I
So
may have messed that up. And he's got a kind of pulse thing there. Okay, now we're in trouble, and I'm right close to the tree, so I couldn't get a very good view there. All right, now I'm in trouble. Oh crikey! And I hit the button because the first time I missed. So we gotta go back now. Now I hope it doesn't go back too far. Sometime.
Just need to get over to the shuttle to figure out how to make it
Yeah.
fall
All
into
right.
the
Yeah.
big hub.
It's pretty good on the auto save, but it's quite nice in Skyrim when you can manually save at any point, but I suppose that kind of makes it a bit easier, really, let's be honest. You know, I do wonder if they're going to have that feature in the next one. I've got a feeling they might slow things down, which I wouldn't be too adverse to be honest. You know, it seems more sensible than to be able to stop it at any point, because you can get rid of one, save it, get rid of another one, save it, you know, keep doing that. You know, so it probably makes sense to have it slow down.
Find a way across to the shuttle.
But I don't think I marked all three the first time, so that's why I kind of missed that one a little bit. I think it's because I'm trying to hurry this along a bit, so I'm not doing too much of this stuff. If they go out of range, they will, you know, untarget them, you know, not have the thing on them. Where'd he go? Right there. So I'm trying to be careful. That's the first death out of the way. I'm even looking around the corner in real life, you know. Like I'm trying to look around. It's funny why we do that. I mean, maybe you don't do that, but it's like I'm looking around the corner. I'm dodging the attacks, you know, all kinds of stuff. Hang on. I think there's 3, so I've got to catch the 3rd one. It's to my left there, was he? Hard to tell. Trouble is you've got to wait for them to come round, don't you? Yeah, I'm trying to like hurry this up, but it's probably not a good idea. I think I saw the red weed thinking that was grass, and you know, well, that's my excuse anyway. Got to come out with some sort of excuse. Right, let's do this properly this time. I do like the music of Zero Dawn. I do like it. It's nicely different. Just got to find this 3rd one. There's a 3rd one, and I kind of missed it. But it might have been just out of range. Right, there's one over there. But I think there's another one somewhere. So I've got to be a bit careful. But he could be out of range. Well, you know, I'm trying to hurry up, you see, because I don't want to waste, you know, I don't want to make this go on for hours and hours, because... And the trouble is, it's very difficult for me to stop. It's not like I can stop and continue, I can't. So I've got to keep an eye on the other one. Where's the other one gone? I think he's going out of range, because I got caught by that one. Sorry if I'm taking too long. Oh yeah, I think that's the only trouble with these motion controls. Sometimes moving when I don't want to, so I think I'll turn that off actually. It might be handy in certain situations, but I think I'm going to turn that off, because sometimes I kind of move it inadvertently, and it's kind of, where is it? There's a lot of options here, I must admit. You can really kind of tune all these options to how you want. I'm trying to find it. I think I'll turn that off. Where is it? Yes, you can fine tune everything. You know, camera shake, all this kind of stuff, you know. Where, see, look, I've got 100%, 100%, you know. You know, I don't know if the audio mix is going to make any difference. I mean, if I try TV, does that help? I mean, midnight mode, does it turn it up? I don't know what, you know, I'm going to have to mess around with these, but I'm trying to find the motion sensor thing. I want to turn that off, because I think it is kind of causing me problems now and again. Where was it? Am I missing it? Sorry about this. Motion. Yeah, I think I'll turn that off. Because sometimes sometimes I just kind of randomly move it, and unfortunately, it's kind of messes up me aiming and stuff. There's that guy there, but I think there's another one, so I don't want to get caught. Ah, there he is there. Right, okay. So let's try and get... Ooh, they're both together now. It's a little bit iffy. Okay, I should be safe now. Trouble is, I pick up the stuff and sometimes that can get... Okay, this is a little bit better. It's a little bit more efficient. Let's get that. I don't like dying. I can't say, oh, I'm not worried, but I don't like dying. I try to not die if I can. But yeah, I thought I could use the stone. But he's, as long as he's within a certain range, I should be able to finish this guy off. But it's nice that we can, one hit them. It takes a bit of doing if you can't one shot hit them. So I think I'm gonna have to go this route, especially on this game until I get kind of used to stuff. And then I'll probably be awesome. He said, hopefully. Very much doubt that. I love it. It's giving you loads of stuff on the way. It's always nice, isn't it? It's always a nice mechanic in games when they go, all right, you got something coming up. You better stock you up with stuff. It's a lovely mechanic. I do like open world games. They're fabulous. But they do bring their problems, don't they?
That ladder can get me up to the tower.
Right, another ladder there, so we've got to shoot that. And I'm creeping again. Yeah, I can't stop creeping half the time. I'm a little bit of a creep at times. Now, I think this is where I had some trouble. I know it was one of these places that I climb up. I had trouble with it because I couldn't find where I had to go next.
Okay, there's a rail up there. I think I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple point.
Oh, there's a grapple point, is there? Oh, there's a grapple point there. Right, okay. So if I launch up and do that, I can do that and get myself up.
Gotta try again.
Oh yeah, this is the one that I struggled on. This one, you gotta press the grapple and then circle while you're up there to give you an extra leap up from that grapple point. So it took me a few goes to get this right.
Got it.
There we go. Right, okay. So yeah. So this is why I'm playing at a second place. Just trying to get things sorted out a little bit, sort of. Because I did actually fall down a lot of times until I was hitting the wrong button the first time. So it saves you all that me getting things wrong all the time, which of course I'm famous for the world over. Right now, where do I go next? There is somewhere else. Where was it? If I follow a marker, that might help. It's up there, yeah. That's why I need guidance, otherwise I'll be spending half an hour doing this stuff. So it will put little hints up. You can take those off. Now, I think this is where I struggled. Right, let me have a look, see what you've written a minute. Need to search a lot, yeah. Guess you do not want to use a weapon in Skyrim that has the base damage of 5,000. What? 500,000 absorbs health 1 million and 50% chance to do fire, lightning, and frost damage. Yeah, you can kind of push the limits beyond what the game has set out for in that. Now this is again, I got to do one of these quick jumps, and I can't save it. That's the trouble. Some games they save it from when you fall off. If I fall off and die now, they save it at just back to this point. Not all games do that, so it looks like I've got to run, then do this, and then jump up. So I did struggle on part of this, although I did get this right. And I got to go that way a bit, and then go on to that one. So I did kind of get this without falling off,
close.
luckily.
One rickety tower down. On to the next. We'll be able to make that jump. There is a cable here.
Ah, there's a
Maybe
nice
I
jump.
can ride it to the other side.
Nice sparkly effect there on the thing. Whoa, that's broken. Help!
Well,
So some things do break now, unfortunately. So we've got to be a bit smart about it. We've got to be a bit quick on the uptake. So yeah, I'm going to struggle a little bit here.
Massive clamps holding the shuttle in place. I'll bet there's a control.
Can I get in there? I mean, nice. There's a couple of things in
I
there.
can release the clamps. The shuttle should fall.
So that's machine
Right
muscle.
into
So we've got different stuff now. Didn't have muscle before.
Oh, great. The machine's in my way.
So I'm going to try and pick as much as I can because I'm obviously going to need all this stuff. Here I am kind of looking around corners and things, you know. You get so immersed in these games. That's why I love feedback and all this kind of stuff. That's why I like VR, is because you feel like you're in the game. You can't get any more immersive than that. Once you get tactile feedback and suits to wear, that'd be amazing. That restoration loop makes some really nice enchanting weapons that boost weapon damage, restoration potions that make really nice smithing potions. Yeah, I've seen people push things to the ninth degree. I never really do that. I do it a certain amount, but because I don't know all the potions and all the kind of ways of doing things, and I don't do that. But I mean, I can still go through a game. I mean, my 360 character can one hit most things in the game now. You know, so I don't get too much trouble with dragons or anything. So I don't need to go to that kind of high degree and still beat the game. So you know, you know, I don't do all that stuff, and yeah, you know, I do enough for what I need. I don't need to go, you know, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that and then do his track. Oh, I was doing motion control then. It didn't come up. What did I do? Oh, so I'm stood up. Get off, you muffin! Right, he's nearly dead, that one. If I can get him inside, no. I've got to get into this because it's like two different. An extra thing you can do with this now. Get off, you evil being from 2001.
Okay.
Yes!
This place to myself now.
Gotcha! Well, that was a little bit better. That was the heal, yeah. I'm trying. I knew I was going to mess up at some point. Yeah, I did better than this actually in the kind of little mess around that I did, but that's because I was taking my time and I wasn't out. Yeah, I'm not saying that, you know, you're putting me under pressure. I'm putting myself under pressure by streaming it. You know, normally I'm doing this stuff on my own and I'm totally 100% clued in, and but I like streaming. I like talking to you guys. Yeah, it's really nice to engage. Obviously, you know, especially in these days when I don't really see anybody, so it's nice to have some company. So it's nice when people pop in. So again, I'm going to try and rush through this a little bit.
Control console might be in there.
Right. So I took twice as long as this when I was doing it.
Time to crush those machines
Because
down
you know, I
below.
want to admire everything. Uh-oh. Whoops. Oh, there's 3 of them. We're in trouble. And I can feel all this vibration and them making their sounds. I can feel all that. It's more than just a rumble.
The shuttle's caught up.
You can feel shakes. You know, it actually feels like the controller's shaking. It's tremendous. It's really
We're gonna have
good.
to climb the tower to find a way to
Adds to it.
disconnect them.
You know, with these crashes, you know.
How to get up the tower?
Now you are going to get that, obviously. Even if it's long distance company. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, I've been very kind of rigorous about my approach to COVID, where, you know, my wife and that, you know, if they come round, you know, we're staying well apart. You know, they're staying outside, and you know, much as I'd love to invite them in, you know, I'm getting quite old. You know, I'm pretty old now, and I am at risk. So, any kind of company, where it doesn't matter how long distance, it's lovely. It's nice to get the feedback. Obviously, there's, you know, some people that do negative feedback and, you know, have a go at you and all this kind of stuff, you know, and that's not good for any, you know. So we've got to climb up the launch tower, okay, right. So is that something there? What is that? It was a lift. It says we can tag it, although we can't. So this is supply boxes, so yeah, we got to get up there then. Don't tell me we're going to fly the space shuttle.
More focus could help here.
Right, so, well, I've used the focus now, so it looks like we've got to do this, do our tap, that. So I've got the hang of it now. I was kind of letting go afterwards. Whoa! Steady there, boy! Let's not go too... I don't want to kill myself. Yeah, it took me a little while on here, but I'm kind of getting... I kind of... This is why I'm trying to play a little bit ahead. You're not exactly a spring chicken, yeah. Yeah, we're all getting older, unfortunately. But it's nice, you know, young company, older company, it doesn't matter, you know. It's nice in these days of, you know, some people isolating and keeping their distance, you know. It's nice, even though it's not, you know, it's not physical contact, you know. As much as I'd love to hug you, Ghost. You know, I'm just joking, by the way. Probably not a good idea that we hug, but but it's nice to have somebody around, even if it's just somebody chatting in the text, obviously.
Okay, the creaking
You know,
doesn't sound good.
It's nice. Although this thing's falling apart here, I'm kind of getting worried, and I can feel every little tiny shake here. So yeah, I went to bed about, I think I started getting ready for bed about 12:15, and I started this about, well, when it downloaded, about 8 o'clock. So that's how long I played on it, and I only just got to this just past this part here,
Should be the right spot.
and I want to get to that bit because this is a big stage coming up. This is the big boss fight. I want to squeeze that in before I kind of sign off for the day. And then I thought I would get a save, and it still didn't give me a save. But now this is where I struggled, because I think I did things in the wrong sequence. So there is the place you got to go to. Now I tried several times to jump that, and I couldn't jump it, even running at top speed. That's because it wants me to do this bit first, because this kind of tutorial thingy. So I have to do that first to release the first bit of cable, which is...
I just need to climb higher. Attach the second set of cables.
Tell me if the music is too loud. It seems a bit loud in my ear, because that might be throttling down her voice. So now I should be able to get across there. So now it should highlight that. Okay, so it's now a grapple point. So I can do that. Oops, I'm probably not close enough. Oh no, so it's actually a grapple point. So now I can do this thing and do the and get up. So I couldn't get up here. I tried multiple times. But
Machines waiting down below. You're always right.
you don't want to see me struggling for hours trying to get the hang of things, do you? So And I wouldn't mind playing it 3 times, to be honest. Because I love the world. I kind of want to do the whole game on the Horizon Zero Dawn on Ultra now, yeah. But I think that would be ridiculous because I'm useless at that. Where do I go from here? Drop, obviously. Whoops! I climb back up. Yeah, it's kind of like Assassin's Creed. When you move up to something, it immediately starts climbing, which is a nice thing about Assassin's Creed. I think it's over there. Where am I going here? Over there. Not the music. And this is another one. It looks similar to the other one, but I think it's slightly different. Here's the next one. Yeah, so we're in one piece after this. There goes the shuttle. That might get rid of some of them with a bit of luck. Because you don't want to face... I think they're called Slitherfang. Got to challenge yourself. Quite loud in my ear there, and I can feel every shake and crunch. Oh dear. God, we come out with a naughty word there. Oh, that's mild really, but I think she's a bit more beefed up in this one. Thank God I don't have to do this. Man, it's loud in there. Right, this is the tricky bit. This is where I died.
Where are you?
I don't always read everything.
Finishing this the hard way.
Okay, this is my first challenge of the day, right? So I do believe we can change this to a different one. I got to kind of work out. I think we got to get to the health things. We got to get to these, and we got to fill ourselves up, and we got to cool it down or something. So, and when he goes to spit there, you got to get out of the way. So, right, hang on, let me. Oh, but yeah, poison hurts us. That hurts us. A lot of things hurt us here. So I'm trying to scan him.
Okay, where's that weak spot?
So I'm trying to get the resources. I think there's resources around somewhere. I've got to find them. I think we got to scan it. Yeah, I think that's where we're going wrong. I've got to be careful because he's going to do that as well. So we got to be careful. We got to scan it. I'm trying to scan it, but it's proving difficult because I'm not getting a lot of time. And this one's got a lock.
Sack's full of acid.
Right, okay.
Target it first.
Right, destroy the acid tank. Right, which is which bit? Hang on. Let me look in the notebook. This is what it's for. Right, I think it's further down. Yeah, so let's have a look at this. So let's have a little bit of time out here. Right, hard outer coating protects synthetic muscle and operational systems. Don't like the sound of that. So, and then we got sonic hood. Large, it's only but are only vulnerable when extended. Detach or destroy to disable the ranged sonic blast attack. Okay, yes. So far, the arrows have not been very effective at all. So I don't know whether we can knock those off. Serrated soil churners capable of crushing nearly anything it ensnares. Tear off. Well, we haven't got anything to tear things off, so we can't do that. Glow blast storage. Tear off to collect this resource or shoot with a plasma arrow. We haven't got plasma arrow, but we could try and shoot at that. Those two bits on the side. Metallic storage. Destroy to disable acid attack. So let's try that. Disables an attack. Explosive Opponent explode when destroyed. So let's go for that then. And then that is, if you've got shock damage, you can cause an elemental explosion. This is a new thing called purge water damage, which like shoots with water or something. I don't quite understand that one, but I'll see this has got a lot of things. It's got a chain reaction by an elemental shot as well. There's all kinds. This thing is bristled with stuff. It's going to make it very difficult. Explosive. A lot of stuff for me to take in. So he's weak versus fire, frost, and plasma. Strong against shock, purge water. I should have just looked at that, to be honest. So fire and frost, we haven't got either of those things. This is why we're going to struggle with this. So we're going to try and hit that thing, which is doing the acid. So we'll try and get some shots on and maybe slow it down a bit. But it's not easy to shoot these things. And we can't do multiple arrows yet. So we gotta do the usual thing, keep out of the way. This is a quick acting bow, so that'll stop his acid attack at least. Oops. Yeah, it does leave a trail on the floor, which is also hurts you. Well, yeah, I'm trying to find the frost thing. Can I make it already? Because I think I. Oh, I can. Oh, I can. All right, I can. Yeah. This is the way to go. We got to use this. We've got to. We only get 4 at a time, so we've got to make sure we don't miss here. But that will help it. That will help us here. And now we use that time to hit stuff. Right, let's grab some more quick and grab some more of these. If I was a decent shot, I might be able to hit things. But we will run out, and this is a bit slow at doing this, unfortunately. We've got to try and get an elemental explosion on that thing. So I'm trying to do it, but it's difficult when, you know, it is tricky to do this stuff at close quarters. And I got him double on this. Right. I did something. Don't think it kills him though. We've done something, and I hope he doesn't do that to me. But boss battles are way more, you know, action-packed now. They're much more cinematic.
Well, my focus might find something I can use around here.
Right, we need to find something. Right, okay, it's this, I think. This is kind of a weapon. We need to use this. So this is why I played it the first time. I wanted to get this stuff. Ow! I may have to put it on health potion here. Can I do the frost thing again? I can. Yeah, it's a bit slow doing it. We've got to try and get it into this frosty state. Well, I'm trying to hit the thing, but not really getting anywhere. I'll try and get that weapon again if I can. I'm trying to freeze it really, but it's not easy because Keep missing. Where's that thing? I want one of those things. Something like that. Easy as pie.
Finally.
Well, I did it without dying. Yippee! Because I died the first time. I think I only died once, but
The data center should be straight ahead.
that was a tough fight.
I guess Varl's gonna have to find another way there.
But yeah, so this is the stage that I got to, and yeah, I still never got a save. And then I got a little bit past this, and it still didn't give me a save. So there's no fires for me to save at yet. And yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be picking up. I'll pick up that so I can craft these frost bombs. All right, so that's what we're trying to pick up. Yeah, thank you, Ghost. Yeah, I didn't mean to go that far on the hard playthrough, but yeah, I played it on hard. That's probably why I died. So it's why I am going to go normal on my stream, because it's always a good idea to do this. Hang on, I didn't come on that. You know, to have a little bit of a heads up. I like going blind, but I'm kind of doing it blind. I don't know if I'll do this the whole time though. You know, always go ahead. I probably won't. I'm just trying to learn the early mechanics. You know, get a handle of these new things before we finish. That's all I'm trying to do here. So that, you know, I got an idea. So when I'm streaming, I got a little bit basic idea of what I'm doing really. So, and that's kind of helped definitely on this. So now we've got to get out of here. So how do I get up there? With this thing again. So we jump, we press to jump up. I do like all these tools, but it does mean I've got a lot more to remember. That's the only downside. So
once I get the backup, I can reboot Gaia.
Right, let's see how we are on our inventory. So we've got, yeah, we haven't got any fast travel packs yet, so we're waiting for that. We've got small health potions, we've got 3 of those. So let's have a look. So we've got a lot of new stuff now. We've got like silver ingots. This is all stuff we never had before. Tough picks and things we had, yes. But that's used for valuable to merchants. Wonder what Varl has to say about my fight. Well, he's got probably have a better thing to say than my first attempt. But I was on hard, you know. Give me my due. I didn't do too bad. I'll get there, you know. I'll get there eventually. I may not be the greatest player in the world, the fastest player in the world, but I do somehow, miraculously, get there. I don't know how I do that, but I know. I kind of work out a routine in the end. And if we look at the notebook, you know, we've got, yeah, the data points, those are the ones that I've looked at. So, welcome to the Zenith PR presentation. I think that was that guy, a recruitment one. I think we did that. Well, actually, we could have played that then.
The Zero Dawn terraform.
Oh.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system. The brainchild.
Oh, normally you can get out of the game and it carries on. So we couldn't that time.
Is it still there?
Although when it came up, it might have said play, and then we could have carried on. Right, let's go to the data center. So again, we still can't save the game. So it's a little bit worrying. Now I thought this was something to fall down when I, because it was quite black when it first opened. But as the light adjusted, I noticed there was a floor because I thought, have I got to jump to that? But no, there was a floor. Alright, hello. There's something down here. It's a little bit worrying. Can I jump off of that?
I'm close. I have to be.
That was a little bit worrying. So it looks like we're going down. Oh, okay, I missed the stair there. So it looks like we are supposed to be going down. I couldn't see the stair there. More loot. More valuables, which are just to sell only, nothing else. So I'll probably stop soon-ish. I'm kind of waiting for a point which is, you know, a good point to save, really. Oh, there's another data file there. If they're long ones, I'll kind of just look through it. I would like to do it all the way through, but I don't want to take too long because, you know, I get problems with my neck, as you know. Oh, this one's not too bad. Data corrupted. Text log partial on the matter of Mr. Dalgard. He's been a valuable member of Far Zenith for years. Even Peter saw the need for a polished spokesman to preserve anonymity for the rest of us. But with all the new members we recruited to increase funds for the Odyssey's expedited timeline, there are simply not enough berths on the ship to accommodate. Cuts have been made, and let's face it, Oswald lacks the skill set for our future aims. He'll retaliate if we exclude him, of course, so we'll have to give him a proper send-off, but that doesn't mean that his usefulness must end. We have plenty of source material to generate a digital puppet, giving us the means to... And then the data got corrupted. Right, wrong way. I did miss something on both my playthroughs as regards to finding all the data points. You know, they're kind of in ruins. You know, you explore the world and there'd be like a bit of a ruin or a bit of a wall, and there'd be one there, and you know, I wasn't constant. You know, I scanned a lot, but obviously I missed some. But I got most of them. I got over 3/4 of them. So, completed the main quest. That's it. It's the end of the game. Thank you for watching. Just joking. The quests are a lot more involved now.
Here.
So, improved quests.
GAIA version 6.9. Initializing.
So, here's the backup.
Hello.
Hi.
Here's...
Elizabeth?
Yeah, she is the orchestrator of all these AIs. She builds them all.
Now, what's this we got here? A Far Zenith conspiracy to steal a copy of GAIA? And her subordinate functions? Naughty, naughty. You want me to handle
Yeah, I
this
do remember
with
this guy from the first one.
blasphemers, brood of vipers, with a mighty hand I smite and pour troubles upon you.
Uh-oh. Looks like he's a bad guy then. And he's gonna stop us. Thou shalt not steal. Super advanced terraforming system. Very funny.
This ain't no copy of GAIA you stole, you losers.
Oh no!
But it's the
Not a
mobile
fake
logic
one.
bombs. So good luck repairing your
Oh,
data.
thanks.
And next time you start thinking you can outsmart a Tate, remember my salute.
Yeah, and I don't like your haircut either. Mine beautiful. Plus it floats around beautifully. Yours don't. So,
Aloy?
that was a red herring all along.
The goddess.
But yeah, why
There is no goddess.
So
told
we've
you
learned
already.
nothing.
That's not Gaia. It's not what I'm looking for. It's nothing but a fake.
So why did he do that? That's what I'm interested to know. Purely to divert her away from the other stuff that's happening? Could well be. But man, you know, in 4K, this looks terrific. And my vision is not 100%, it's probably about 90%, so it's a little bit off. But even with that, it looks tremendous. So much detail, so much more grass, everything.
Varl,
So,
I'm sorry.
You have a sharp bite sometimes, you know? But it was pretty amazing to see you fly off that tower and blow up the entire basin.
yeah, wasn't bad.
The thing is, there's going to be more of that. I'm out of leads, Varl. But I have to keep searching. And fast. And whatever risks I have to take, I will. And it doesn't make sense to have someone with me. Someone who might get hurt. This is on me, Varl. Nobody else.
Hold on.
Well, that's our follower gone.
Before, In Meridian, you said there was a man who helped you. Sylens. You said you used to talk to him a lot about things you discovered from the old world, things no one else understands. And he gave you the lance you used to defeat Hades.
He's gone, Varl. I haven't heard from him since the battle against Hades.
Sure, but Spy Master Murad back in Meridian, he's good at finding people, isn't he?
Varl,
Come on, it might work. Plus, you'll get to see some friendly faces again.
Okay. I guess it's worth a shot.
Because we're supposed to be in the Forbidden West, aren't we?
Walk ahead.
Actually, I've got a better idea.
Mounts! It's right there! But yeah, wonder what Varl has to say about the fight. He didn't say anything, he must have approved. I didn't do too bad in the circumstances, so... But I mean, thanks for the anointed, for goodness sake. So, yeah, this kind of surprised me. I got just past this, where we end up back here at Meridian, which completely took... But this is kind of the opening parts of the game, so...
Son, it's true.
A very long opening part.
Bless us.
I could feel all these sensations when
Meridian
he's
has
shaking
returned.
patting the horse. I could feel all that.
You
Great.
saved them.
Not yet.
In the name of the Sun King Avad, a royal welcome for the champion.
There he is.
Murad, Aloy has an urgent matter to discuss.
Does she? That makes two of us. I've sent forth hunters for weeks to Sunfall all the way to the Sacred Land, searching for you. Something happened at the Spire.
Uh-oh.
Come. I'll show you.
I'm going to have a little nibble of a biscuit in a minute.
Watch your step. You saved us all, to be sure, but we're still cleaning up the mess. It happened right after the solstice. We were able to explain it away, thank the sun. Otherwise, it might have caused a panic. One night, for less than half a minute, glowed an angry red. From Meridian, it looked like a trick of the light. But those who were closer, atop the light, said it could not have been a reflection. Much to my dismay, they said the light rose up from the tower's base. From that. We left everything just as it was.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. The Spire's supposed to send out signals, messages, for the terraforming system.
But Hades tried to use it to wake up ancient war machines.
I was sure I cut the connection to that thing. Wait here while I check it out.
Let us know what you find.
Now, I don't know if you saw the end of Horizon Zero Dawn, but I've just got a video to go up. I'll probably put that up tomorrow, which does the final sequence of this.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
And this is what happens at the end.
Looks
If you don't want to know what happened, I won't explain about this, but let me know if you want me to or not. But if you don't know about this, then you won't know. But we'll examine it and see.
Pull this thing out of my... What? Transmission.
But yeah, at the end of that recap, Sylens turns up and captures the stuff from that. We thought we destroyed it, and now our spear has been dissolved.
Something was transmitted from the top of the Spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
So we've got to find our way up the spire. It looks like there's a few things up here. So wooden crates. So we've got to climb up the base. So the spire is the thing that Hades used to wake up the machines in the final battle.
Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can jump behind now. So yeah, which is move. Use things to move to look for another point, and then without touching anything, press 0. So we can now jump backwards. So it's a new feature they've added, which is quite handy. Now we've got to climb up. In fact, there's a box there. First of all, yeah, I've got to watch it out, walk into it. But yeah, that's turned. So this is the key to Hades. Really, this is what I used to wake up the machines. So let's try and think where we go from here.
Should be able to jump back and reach those ropes behind me.
Oh yeah, that one there. So we do the same thing. So there's a few little things here. So to jump to the side, which I do believe is there, we push to the right and then tap it. So we get a jump. So we've got this new kind of jump mechanic as well, which is quite handy. Gives us more variety on the jumping thing. And we got to go over here by the look of it. So we got to use the pull caster. So hang on, let's go back to that one. Which is do that, then do this, and then we're going to kind of get the target, and then we press, and we're going to pull it.
Be able to pull that. There we go.
And then we jump. So we've got to climb our way up this spire.
Cross over to the spire.
So, is there a point here? Oh, yeah. So it looks like
I can use my pull caster on that.
Okay, we can use a pull caster. So yeah. So again, we do that. Press triangle or the top button on the controller, and we pull.
Should be able to get up there
now. We should be able to. We got to jump and then tap X. So that we grab that, and then we can climb up.
Sylens was helping me when he gave me his lance. It looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire.
And we've got all the nice bloom effects. I kind of like lens flare, although... Did we see that in real life? I don't think I've ever seen lens flare in real life. But it's a nice effect, isn't it?
Doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way.
Okay, so can I jump over that way? No, so I'll go the other way then.
Looks like this panel's ajar.
Oh, there's a point there.
Up through the inside.
Hope I don't drop.
An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
So we cannot override stuff yet. We've got to unlock cauldrons like we did in the first game. I think you only joined at the near the beginning of the Frozen Wilds Ghost, didn't you? So you didn't really see the other gameplay at all. Yeah, I kind of completely lose my. I lost myself, panicked several times in my playthrough. You want me blind panicking practically every episode and almost getting to the point where I was giving up, and at one stage I did quit out. So it got better and better as the game went on, but yeah, that's a lot of episodes to watch. Probably you wouldn't want to see that. Yeah, I'm feeling every one of these sensations, which is great. Right, now we get. Now it's coming up about the Forbidden West. And here's Sylens.
Figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my rules.
You rigged the lance to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless? You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why to obtain one of those GAIA backups you've been having such a hard time finding.
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you.
Yes. Well, the coordinates make it simple enough. Even for you.
Yeah. This guy is purely thinks of himself. He just wants knowledge. So he will do it at any cost. And he helped Hades, you know, get in his army. So he's actually did not help. But then he realized that he was, you know, the tragic error of his ways and decided to be trying to undo that damage. So he does help, but he is purely out for knowledge and for what he wants.
Let Varl and Murad know what I found.
So he's kind of helping us, but you know, to help him really. So again, we still haven't got a save point, which is a little bit worrying, but I presume we're getting it. But it does do a lot of save points, by the way. I'm gonna just scan that.
That's a statue of me? That's new.
Oh my goodness, that is a statue of Aloy. They've actually erected a statue. My God. Really? I don't think she'd want that. And this is why I like photo mode. You know, I know you're probably not keen on photo mode, but I love being able to go into this and we can see stuff close up. We can hide the UI. We can really go in, and they give us a bit more flexibility with this. But it's nice you can go right in here. I mean, the focus effect comes in, but it's nice that you can do all that, add all these emotes and things. I mean, all right, it's you know, nobody wants these emotes, do they? But you know, we can do stuff like that. We can put paints on. You know. I know you're interested in that, but you know, it's not. I think it's quite nice to do all that stuff. You know, you can take lovely screenshots and things. It's quite nice. Right, let's talk to him.
You went inside it, and it transformed, almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it. The Tenakth, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King Avad, a fragile peace has been negotiated. And indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Oh, it's the Sun King Avad, who is with us in the final battle.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now, please?
That's the young boy and
it's true.
The princess that we saved.
Decorum usually calls for
the mother, sorry.
Offering at the palace, but I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
There's two people that we helped. And he got us a new lance. And what's that?
Try it on.
I think it's either a kind of helmet you can unfold, or it's kind of brooch, or oh, it is a kind of helmet.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Not a problem. Okay, so I thought we were already in the Forbidden West at the start, but
come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
Maybe we did. Came back out because we didn't get Italy, and then so we've briefly come back to here, and then we're going to go back again. By the way, to learn about more characters from the past, navigate to the character bio section.
Spear. Should be a workbench around here I can use.
So, yeah, I got to almost up to practically up to this bit. So I didn't go any further than that. I presumed after that it was going to be a save point, so therefore I stopped here. Well, just before here. I didn't notice a statue there. I literally just come into here. It did a quick cutscene, so that was it. So yeah, I think that will do then. It should be saving here. I'm hoping actually this is a workbench. Where is the workbench I've got to go to? If it's a workbench, I wonder if I can save, because if I can. Apparently you can save it. The fires as normal, but also workbenches, I believe. So I'm trying to look for a save point because I'm a little bit worried I can't save this game. It just do an auto save. But I got a feeling we just make something. We're just going to make something. I don't know. Spear upgrade. It installs the master override and a new module to enable the build-up and release of kinetic energy in combat. Requires the resonator blast skill to use. So it looks like I think we've just got a spear upgrade. I don't think we're getting that yet. But I can't see any save here. There's nothing that says here I can save the game. Maybe the training session has no save till you start the main quest. Yeah, I imagine that is what is happening.
To store up and
that marker will now move to
resonator. Should help in a fight.
So apparently we've got a kind of resonator thing, so there's something that's been added to it. Right, so I think this is probably the best place to finish because it's probably saved there. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Our last look at probably Meridian. Maybe it will come back here toward the end of the game, or maybe we come back every now and again. I don't know, because I presumed it was all Forbidden West and that was it, but obviously that's wrong. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Thank you Ghost57 for coming in. Anybody else that comes in or watches me later, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not going to cut anything out of this. This is how it's going to be. I hope this stream was okay, Ghost. Was it keep its quality fairly well all the way through? I did put the lead in to see if that would help. Yeah, thank you, Ghost. So hopefully the stream went okay. I did a quick test earlier and that seemed to come out alright, so hopefully it'll come out alright. So I'll see you all next time. I'll leave you with kind of us looking at our own statue. It's probably a good way to finish, isn't it? The two of us together. So I'll see you all next time. Started off kind of rough, but came out okay. All right then. Thank you very much, Ghost. Bye, everybody. Bye, Ghost. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week and a great day. And thank you for the people that have subscribed recently. There's been a few people that have subscribed. Thank you very much for that. It means a huge amount to this channel. And if you could hit those like buttons, really do help the channel a lot. So thank you for everybody. Bye for now. And guess what? I'll see you later on part 2. Bye. I kind of want to play this and show it every day, but I obviously can't. Bye for now. Bye.